Well, I'm Stephanie Elling, and I'm from Arkansas, and I've known that something's been going on for a while, and when things were getting pretty bad, I found Dr. Lodi on the internet, found him on YouTube, and so I started watching him and got an idea of how he approaches reversing CFCs, and that's exactly what Oasis does. They reverse CFCs or show us how to reverse CFCs. And so when I got the diagnosis, I knew immediately this is where I wanted to come because I was just sold on the program. When I was first diagnosed, I had such a severe blockage. I had to go to the ER. And they did the CT scan, and when I got the diagnosis, I told the doctor there that was reading the scan to me, I said, I am not really planning on going with conventional oncology. I would like to go out to Arizona and receive treatment out there. I wasn't scared. I mean, there had been things going on for years previously, and I had tried a lot of things on my own. I've done the raw food diet. I've done juicing. I've done many things that we're already doing here, that we do here, but I didn't know how to put it together in a comprehensive way. Now I'm educated and I know how to go about doing it. I know what works, and I'm really happy about it. But when I got the diagnosis initially, I was not terribly concerned. I know Dr. Lodi has recently written the standard of scare, and what conventional oncology try to do is scare you into receiving their therapies. And of course, it's covered by insurance, and there's a lot of draws to that. But I knew from listening to Dr. Lodi for at least a year, that's not what I wanted to do. I did not receive any chemo, did not receive any radiation, no surgery to remove. I was even a little concerned that they had done a biopsy during a scope, and I was concerned even about the biopsy because we've all heard the stories of, well, we did the surgery, but we couldn't get it all, and it spread to such and such a place. We've all heard that, and that's not what I was going to let happen to my body. I've heard many stories, well, radiation, messed me up in this way or that way. And I had gone to an infusion room and received some iron infusion, but I saw the poor patients that were there receiving chemo, and one poor man, he had that grayish green look. And I told my mother, she was there with me, and I said, this is not what I want to do. This is not what I want to happen. After talking to Dr. Lodi, he said it's likely because of stress, trauma, a number of things that can happen in your life. This has been building up to this point for maybe 8 to 10 years. It's very likely because everyone has CFCs. It's just, are you feeding them or are you doing things to get rid of them? I was teaching. I was behind a desk a good bit of the day, but I was also driving a school bus. So 11 hours of the day, I was sitting a good bit. And then I would just go home exhausted at the end of the day and collapse in bed. So that's very sedentary. When I was diagnosed, it was in January. It was during winter. And in winter, we're just not able to get outside as much where I live. There's a lot of bad weather and not exercising like I needed to. So a lot of things accumulated during that time. And I started seeing the visible symptoms. Over a period of time, I was trying to do things to help, but it wasn't working. And so I was able to come. And I'm so glad because my progress has been tremendous. When I first came to Oasis, I did not have the energy. I was still in quite a bit of pain. I was pretty much having to be on Tylenol all the time. And the diagnosis was stage 4 colorectal cancer. When I first got here, I was in not great shape. And then about week 5, I had enough energy and felt good enough and was able to not be in pain during the day, not having to take Tylenol during the day, just at night, and then able to go kayaking, able to go horseback riding, able to do things that I have not been able to do in a long, long time. And so I was very, very excited about that. I'm really happy with the staff here and the nurses and the doctors. They are all on just a path to helping us reverse CFCs, and now the education that I've received here, I feel very confident about going home and being able to do a lot of these things from home, but then also to continue on with a completely different lifestyle, low stress, good diet, good sleep, being able to say no to things that, might be stressful, because those are the things that have contributed to creating CFCs. And so in order to reverse CFCs, you have to backtrack and do the things that you need to do the right way. And so that would be the raw vegan diet, a couple of big salads a day and some green juice and those kinds of things, and just being less stressed, making sure, breathing and meditation and those kinds of things are happening, and then making sure, I'm getting enough sleep. Last night, I was able to actually sleep through the night without Tylenol for the first time. So that was really nice to be able to do that. So I'm just making huge progress. I'm extremely happy with the results so far. And I know I'm educated because of the way they educate us here. They don't just send us home not knowing what to do. We know what to do when we go home. And I'm just really excited to start that new part. I'm excited to be able to go home. I'll be sad to leave. This is a great community. Another thing that I love about Oasis is you've got built-in community. Your doctors know who you are. You're not a number. You know, you walk in, they know you by name. The nurses, they know you very well, and everybody's just right here. You've got your patients and their caretakers here, and everyone gets to know each other, and it's just a wonderful group of people here at Oasis. So I would recommend it to anyone.